BTF control arms. Why I went with them, and my 2-year review. So back in August of 2017, I was looking at revamping the suspension in my 98 Explorer. And I read about heavy duty ball joints, but they still left something to be desired. Further research led me to BTF and their control arms. I was impressed. They look heavy duty, and they use a 1-inch Uniball while using polyurethane bushings, which makes them rebuildable compared to the stock components. Also, stock components on the passenger side were a 2-piece control arm, which leads me to believe there would be weak points when off-roading. October 2017, I finally got around to installing them, and I've been running them since. They've made it through harsh Colorado winters, the hail, the rain we get, even dust storms we get in the summertime out here in the prairie. I've even had them off-road quite a few times, whether it's blasting through dirt fields, over whoops. It handles as good as can be for an Explorer on a mild suspension, but these BTF arms have taken any abuse I've thrown at them. In recent months, I've discovered that BTF went to a box control arm that still uses a 1-inch Uniball and polyurethane bushings, keeping them rebuildable and reliable. My buddy Austin out of Alabama is running a set, and I got him to do a video review for you guys on the newer arms. So I'm going to pass the video to him, and when we're done with that, I'll get back to you.
A lot of people have been asking about the BTF uppers on the 2nd Gen Explorers, and it's just going to be a short little review. If you look at it, you can see there's no wear on the Uniball. It's dirty, but there's no wear on it. I've had these on here roughly 9,000 to 10,000 miles. They come with polyurethane bushings and all hardware needed to install. The install is very short and easy, just as a factory upper would be, and they're just a hair longer to bring out the top of your tire to help with negative camber issues. The Uniball is a FK 1-inch Uniball. It's chromoly. The entire control arm is hand built in shop by the guys at BTF. And if you just look at the welds, you can see how immaculate this is. I mean, it's all hand built by these guys. And I would recommend these to anybody. And I'll put out another video on an update for later when I get more miles on it. But I would definitely recommend these to anybody that's going to lift their Explorer or wanting to better their suspension. There's not really anything better, in my opinion, than these. I've had all kinds of different brand uppers, and I mean, I drive it daily and off-road. You can see all the mud and stuff on it. It needs to be washed, but I would recommend these to anybody. And if you're thinking about it, I promise you, it's worth the money. It's worth every penny of it. I know I'm glad I made the switch. And that's all I got to say about it for now.
Big shout out to Austin. Thanks for taking the time to make a video to add to this. These guys at BTF are stand-up. Questions about lubing the Uniballs, rebuilding them, replacing them, even getting the new bushings for the control arms. They're there to answer your questions. You know, these control arms run about $625 a pair, but they're well worth it compared to a stock or even a heavy-duty stock style replacement. You can't beat the durability of a Uniball, especially with the polyurethane bushings. Whether you go with the older tubular style arm, if you can find them used from somebody, or buying the new boxed arm. It came to me that I was wondering why BTF made the change as well. Sending them a quick message via email netted me a response. They said due to customer demand, they had to find a way to get out a solid, quality controlled product to keep their customers happy and maintain the integrity of their design that they're known for. Both control arms, the tubular and the box, have the same geometry. They're just different shapes. BTF says the boxed arms allow them to get a quality product to the customers in a more timely fashion. than the tubular arms, while also offering, in my belief, the newer box arms probably are a little bit more strong, have a little more strength to them than the tubular. But since I'm running the tubular arms, I'm going to keep beating on them. They're holding up perfect. I don't see any design issues with them. I appreciate the great product BTF puts out. And if you guys are looking for something better than stock, better than a heavy duty unit, give them a call. They're out of California, and these guys know what they're talking about when they're building these arms.